your first start, I guess one, just take us through, when you found out and just, how did it feel out there, for you this afternoon?
Yeah, I found out on Thursday that I was going to get the start, and that's what you dream of, That's why you come to a school like this, is to get the opportunity to go out there and play on Saturdays in an atmosphere like this. So it's really exciting.
Hunter, this is way different than Saluki Stadium last October at this time, right? Like, in terms of environment and stuff. But yet, all your teams were talking about how poised you seemed, and the moment didn't seem to affect you. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd say just a crowd like that just brings more energy, Get you more excited, pumped up to play the game.
You were a mid-year transfer. There were already, two established quarterbacks on this roster. What was just your mindset in coming here, knowing the depth chart, what it was, and just in terms of what you thought your snaps were going to be this season?
Just coming in to compete. My OC at my old school came up here, so really good relationship with him, and kind of just he was telling me about it, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
So, Hunter, when did you start getting reps with the first team? Was it during the bye week, or was it during this week when things started ramping up for you?
Yeah, it was during the bye week.
How helpful was it to get those kind of extra opportunities there?
It's huge, especially when you haven't taken too many reps with the ones, It's good to get in there and get to know the guys and get comfortable around them, and that way when we go out there on Saturdays, they have the confidence in me and I have the confidence in them.
The first series was quite a statement. What did they change much after that to take away the running game a little bit more?
We'll have to watch the film and see what they might have changed up, but it just seemed like things were getting more jammed up in the middle as the game went on.
Oh, go ahead.
What were some of the challenges you guys had maybe getting the ball deep? Because that's been something that's, whether it's you, Danny, Billy, it just seems like that's something that's been a little bit tough for this offense.
I don't know. I don't think there's necessarily a particular problem with it. It's just when we get our opportunities, we have to take them, and we need to execute more when we get those opportunities.
Did you think your pick was a pass interference?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you got a chance to see the replay on tablet, kind of.
And it kind of looked like the DB tackled him, so my perspective.
So, I remember seeing during preseason camp, you hit Vinny Anthony in Platteville for like a long pass, but then today 9 receptions for him. Just how have you established rapport with him throughout the season, or like earlier this season, or just how have you guys kind of come together that way?
Yeah, it's good. Just getting reps in practice. I think the bye week is huge with that, and just going all the way back to camp, like you said, is just getting out there, throwing with the guys every day, getting comfortable with them, and kind of knowing the ins and outs of what they're thinking, and telling them what I'm thinking off of that.
You came in and, after spring practice, and then, you're in the, late camp battle for the number 2 job, and, obviously you're starting here. Has this transition been, I don't know what your expectations for how difficult the transition would be, but, what were your initial thoughts versus the reality of you making this jump to FBS?
I think there hasn't been too much of a transition. Football's football at the end of the day. Maybe they got some bigger guys, but other than that, ball is ball.
This offense needs to generate more big plays, which I understand is easier said than done, but is that one thing that's missing and would make life a lot easier for you guys to be able to put points on the board?
Yeah, you can always say big plays will help out, It helps putting points on the board and helps open up some of the other stuff, 100%.
I think it was on that second drive where you and Danny were kind of alternating there for a couple of plays. Kind of what's that like for you as a quarterback when you're kind of in, not in, back in?
It's the first time I've ever done it, but that was good. Danny's a great player, so, if you got 2 good guys, why not run them both out there,
Luke was talking a lot about competitive spirit in here, which I'm guessing he talked to you guys about. What does that mean to you?
Just going out there to compete every single play, regardless of situation, regardless of score. It's like you're not even looking at the scoreboard, you're just going to compete one play at a time.
Do you guys think you did a better job of that today than maybe 2 weeks ago? Or
Yeah, I would say so.
that's still an area that you guys need to get better at, would you say?
I'd say you can always get better at that. That's one thing you can always improve on.
How did that drive that you had against Maryland, how did that kind of help you going into today?
I would say it's just a little confidence booster, getting out there, getting the opportunity to play, and then playing well. And that one drive is just a confidence boost, like, yeah, I can do this. Now let's go do it next week,
Hunter, do you approach going into this next week as I'm QB1, or is it I'm back in the competition, or how do you kind of go forward from here?
We haven't talked about it, but you try to approach every week as QB1, you know? Regardless if you're the 3, 4, it doesn't matter. Prepare like you're QB1 no matter what. You never know when that opportunity is going to come.
I realize this is kind of moments after, but kind of anything that you feel like you could have done better in this start?
No, I don't know. It's like going back to what I said earlier, just got to dive into the film, really see what was going on out there and get a good idea after that.